Welcome.
All right, I will now recognize Congresswoman Luna for 5 minutes.
With 81,474 unaccompanied minors or single minors being encountered at the southern border this fiscal year and a 193% spike in human trafficking during the 2021 fiscal year, we need to ensure that our Border Patrol agents have the technology and resources needed to secure our border, as well as address the human trafficking occurring. DNA testing and the collection of biometric data at the southern border ensures that there is a legitimate familial relationship between an illegal alien and the minors that they are bringing to the border. And under the Trump administration, ICE utilizes DNA testing at the southern border. Unfortunately, these contracts expired when President Biden took office. My question is for you, Mr. Rawding. I recently joined a letter led by Representative Mills regarding the Biden administration's failure to renew the familial DNA testing by CBP at the U.S.-Mexico border. In what ways has the use of biometric data coupled with DNA testing been used to address this crisis we have been currently seeing?
Thank you, Congresswoman. My expertise would be more in the biometric collection with facial recognition of what's being deployed right now. I wouldn't be able to speak educatedly to the DNA process there. I'd have to defer you to CBP. But specifically with the application that we built and deployed across the southern border now that's being used by the 13,000 Border Patrol agents, when migrant families are encountered and those individuals are enrolled in the application we built has functionality to group individuals as family units together so that the agents can keep track of them throughout the process while they're there. Then single adult males could be adjudicated separately, and then when they're put into the processing centers, the data integrity stays with those individuals as they move through the cycle from initial encounter through the processing center to detainment to release. So we've closed those gaps there so that the data integrity from initial encounter stays there, and then they can build kind of models off of those different pieces to say from the human trafficking piece, has any individuals been seen over the course of time? So basically, as human traffickers, have they been encountered at the border, maybe traveled back down to Central and South America, and now we're seeing that individual as a recidivist hit, that they've been encountered with multiple groups over a short period of time. And that can really help the Border Patrol agents while they're interviewing those individuals. They have the most data with them in front of them, and they can adjudicate that and build that into their line of questioning, which frankly, Border Patrol and CBP is the best in the law enforcement community to do that.
For the purposes of national security, is biographic-only data collection or the combination of biographic and biometric data collection more effective? So I guess in that process.
Thank you. Yeah, the combination of both is kind of paramount here, right? So there's derogatory information or information that's collected that law enforcement agencies would have collected maybe on just strictly biographic, name, date of birth, and other information related to that. But then the biometric collection piece is where you may have an unknown subject where you'd like to vet that against them. And depending on how individuals are encountered, if they give a fake name, there's combinations of names. When you're in the field and trying to adjudicate those individuals rapidly, it's much easier to utilize a face to vet against information that you have in your law enforcement systems to say, Ryan Rawding is a match on Ryan Rawding. We've encountered this individual before. We've seen him multiple times. He's a face match. And then we can adjudicate the different types of maybe biographic information that I give there, but the system's able to recognize that I am who I say I am or I'm not who I say that I am.
Perfect. Thank you, Chairwoman. I yield my time.